to avoid it.
Why?
Because that's just the best thing. Okay, they're using this.
They are using what? You want to charge? You want to charge? Sit here.
Mike, nka. There you go, long.
Top of the morning to you. It's Wednesday, and of course, it's Women Voices on Rhythm 94.7 FM Abuja, and I have.
Call your name.
Yes, I have Zara. I have Zara Abdul-Kabir. I have Zara Abdul-Kabir.
Why are you calling my name? Call your own name, then I'll call my own name.
I have Zara Abdul-Kabir.
And we have Atinuke Nukay.
I have Moyi Oluwa Jesuloba. I love to call that name completely because it's like praise and worship
Exactly.
together. I am Atinuke Nukay. You're very much welcome. And of course, we have Princess Daniel in the building too. Princess Daniel, hi. Next time, if I'm coming to the world, I'll tell my parents to give me a celebrity-like name. Yes. Okay. If you are that man or woman that is always checking your partner's phone, if you are that...
Wait,
Mr. Victor. If you are that person that is always leaking information, we are talking about sensitive information. You are at your workplace. You probably have a friend who has a friend and they say, oh, since you work with a telecommunication firm, please help me now. Help me find out if my partner is cheating. Information has gotten to us that people do that too. Information has gotten to us that somebody probably found out that a partner or his partner was cheating because he has a friend working in the telecommunication firm, and the person was able to find out this. Know that today, if you're doing it better, stop that. Else, you will be in trouble. So that is what we're going to be talking about today. We have a whole lot of examples of things that people do, Nigerians do every day, and they do not know that it is a data breach. They do not know that they are infringing on somebody's rights. Know that you can be prosecuted for free. So we have Moyoluwa Jesuloba. How are you doing?
Good morning.
A very good morning again to you.
Thank you so much for having me here. Good morning to whoever is listening to me right now. I'm William Gisloba, and today's topic.
Yes, okay. Let me just give you a scenario.
Okay.
An incident happened where somebody put a CCTV camera in the house without letting his wife know, because of suspicion that his wife is cheating. Or I've had someone who said she was in a relationship with someone who worked with a telecommunication firm, and then during arguments, this guy started telling her all her calls and all her conversations. Wow. So that is what we're going to be talking about. What is your take on this?
The funny thing is, okay, so I would like to ask, what did the person do? The person whose communication with other people via that particular line was monitored. What did that person do?
She apologized and said, "I'm sorry, baby."
Oh my God!
Yes.
When did this happen? Because I mean, it's very simple. Like, he is at fault, and I don't know what.
No, she was cheating.
I mean, she was cheating.
Yes,
but when we look at the law, he has no right, or it happened before. Like, he had absolutely no right to do that.
What if they were married?
My sister.
Yes, ma'am.
My sister.
Yes.
The law is what we have to follow.
Okay.
And currently, right now, we have the Nigeria Data Protection Law. The Act.
Okay.
That protects the privacy rights of all Nigerian citizens. So if I was her, I mean, if she was aware of the fact that she has a right, yeah, she would report him. Do you understand? She would report him, and not only will he be, liable, even the organization, the telecommunications, organization he worked in at that time, that he was even able to get access. It means those people did not have certain measures in place to ensure that some people are not even supposed to get access to those kind of information. So, I mean, a lot of people do not know their privacy rights, and we have to work on that. Like, we really have to work on that.
I see that you're trying to fight and hold down temper. Calm down.
I did vex.
No vex, calm down. Okay, do you have anything to...
Actually, that fighting and holding down temper thing, I did it when we just started. Because when you just said that thing, fine, it's a topic I've had in mind. Like, I've known we are coming to have this topic and I was cool with it. But the minute you started giving that scenario, you saying, I got angry and I was like, no, Zara,
calm down.
Good day, calm down. And to be a part of the show, you can send in messages or put a call through on 0817800 947 081-78000947.
Okay, all right. Now I'd want to chip in something. Nigerians believe, including me here, believe that seeking redress is a whole lot of hassle. Yes, even as much more than the actual issue. I'll give you 2 examples. I'll use myself as an example and then Princess Daniel. Yes, Prince. Okay. Would just want to pick that call.
Hello, good morning.
Okay.
Who dropped?
So let me just use myself as an example. There was a telecom company that a telecom operator, they deducted my money. When they deducted my money, it was 100 naira. But I wasn't happy that they deducted that 100 naira. Before I was able to get, okay, would you want us to pick that call?
I think it's a different
Would have to be allowing calls to interject because of
Hello,
network.
good morning. Can you please bring down the volume of your radio set? Good morning. Your name and where are you calling from, please?
My name is
Ola Anila. From where?
It's a conversation.
Oh, okay, from Facebook. You're welcome to the show.
Because there's no.
We are talking about this thing. If people love the person, you cannot hide the secret. You have to let the person know what is going on. Thank you.
Thank you for your contribution. Ola from Facebook. Please continue.
What did he say?
Okay.
All right, thank you for contributing, Ola. Okay, so you can also join Atinuke Nukay. We're streaming live on Facebook. So I've had a situation where we're trying to seek redress, that 100 naira, trying to get it back. I eventually got it back. Thanks to 622, I eventually got it back. Yes, you're looking. I say when I say thanks to 622, it's an NCC customer complaint number.
I can,
you can call. Yeah, trust. Even if you tell the telecom operator, okay, you can't solve my problem. I'll call 622. They'll solve that problem for you. You know, but the amount of energy that I took in, rectifying that problem was much more than that 100 naira. I hope that it is not like that if my data is being infringed upon and the person is a big man or a big organization or a big brand. I hope it is not something that would say, oh yes, would you want to relate your experience or you don't want us to talk about it?
Sorry, which experience?
The one that's the one with an app driver. I don't want to mention the particular.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Sure.
So you just briefly talk about it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So basically, what happened was I was coming back. I was coming back home in the evening, and I took a boat.
So don't worry. Let's not even talk about it. But what happened was that she had an experience.
Okay.
So having that experience, trying to seek redress, is costing her more than the experience, the actual experience. So
Okay,
that's
so- you gave a scenario about a lady that was in a relationship with someone that was working with a telecommunication organization, and the person was monitoring. Okay then.
Hello, good morning.
My name is Ochi.
A very good morning. OGB, right?
Yes, from.
I'm surprised that you guys are shifting the topic to something else. When I leave the God provider, let's talk about the relationship pattern.
OGB, where are you calling us from this morning?
I mean, whatever.
Okay, thank you. So now my body is sitting for body this morning. Okay, we'll do our best.
Every coin has two sides.
Okay.
Not good to monitor your. I'm talking from the marriage point of view, I've already told them.
Okay, thank you. We'll try our best to say what you want to hear.
Let's go to the marriage side of it.
Okay.
I think we are just
That's
speaking
what I was
generally on
actually
data.
going
On
to even
data.
talk about.
Yes,
privacy
that what?
and protection.
Yeah, about the lady whose, calls were being monitored.
Yes,
and I want to, she
Yeah.
has rights. At that time, she knew that she had the right to complain to the right authority, and she also had the right to meet the telecommunication organization and tell them, you know what, one of your staff member is doing this and that. I don't want you to do anything with my private information anymore. I don't want you to do anything with my personal information. In other words, anything that has to do with me, just take it off your database, since I'm not safe, since my privacy has been breached. And if she wants to go further, she can decide to sue them, report them to the right authority. For instance, right now we have NDPC.
Exactly. I wanted to say, when you say right authority, if you are telling me right authority now, the next thing that will come to my mind is Human Rights Commission. I hope you understand.
Okay.
Human rights. And I know let me just not even talk about I'm not talking about Human Rights Commission. So. You know the bureaucracy, this thing, the hassle of reporting and everything. So if, for example, now, that friend that, whether it's her boyfriend or husband that had a way of getting to, what do they call it, getting a database from a communication operator and was able to get this thing, what should she do? Now it happened. How should she do it? That's a layman's, how should she do it? What call should she make? Where should she go? What should she do? Should she just go to one website? We'll always want a way we can report something and then we'll get redress. When we now get the redress, you are happy that, it happened. It's been solved. And what are the restrictions? We would want to talk about restrictions. Else, somebody would burn something on fire and they'll come and call NDPC.
I think you're saying something very serious, but when you're talking, all I could find was the rhythm. Shushi.
Okay, so like I said, she has rights. Yeah. And what she can do is, she's a nice person. She can decide to, do it in a little way. First, report to the organization that a staff member of yours is doing this.
Okay.
And my privacy has been breached. Now, it depends on how the organization responds. So you call this a telecommunication operator. It means they process the data, personal data of a lot of citizens in the country. And it means they are major data controllers, or would I call them major data processors. So definitely, even at the end of the day, if they do not act right, make proper adjustments, and she can even ask for money, and if they don't do any of those things, then she can go ahead to send a mail, and it will be sweeter if there is evidence.
That is it.
Evidence, joke.
It will be sweeter if there is evidence. She can go ahead to send a mail to info@ndpc.gov to talk about what happened, I experienced, and trust the NDPC to take it up with the investigation team. Because in this case, it's not just even a personal thing, it's not just a relationship thing. It's a situation whereby the data controller, which is the telecommunication operator, did not put measures in place to ensure that just anybody has access to the personal information of their users.
Okay.
Do you understand? So from there, the NDPC can take it up, go further with their investigations, call them in. And another thing is, if they now find out, that is why she has a right and they have an obligation. Okay. They have obligations rather. If the NDPC during their investigation now find out that, okay, these people they are not registered with us as major
double wahala.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
They don't have their, they've not done their DPIA. There's this thing called
when you're mentioning all those kind of names, then DPIA, IAP, ORO.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name and where you calling from, please? You're who? Okay, Annie from Utako. Go ahead with your contribution, please.
Thank you very much. Some people are talking about
Please speak up.
now. That is reality.
Could you be a bit more audible, please?
It shows that I can't hear you.
It's a bit better now.
It shows that we are in a society where there is lawlessness and impunity reigning. Do you know that it has implications? Why are you complaining that investors are not coming? This is the same way that NIN, people who's BBN or whatever was all over the place on stage. We live in a country. Who is serving this country? Our leaders are just to keep quiet and the whole country is being run down. Investors will be scared. Imagine investors hear all of this and you think they will come to this country to come and do business. For what? People are just killing this country and all of us are watching.
Thank you very much. And I think that's another angle, actually, economical aspect of.
Yes, economic. Yes,
we're
we're going to the yes, the consequences of even apart from a personal relationship. You understand? Because I noticed there are a lot of relationships they do that thing. That you're sneaking on this person, and then you think that because you have certain edge. I've known security officers because a certain security officer is dating somebody, because you have access to a database, you can now use it against your wife or your husband and say, I can go and find out so information. It may not even be phone calls or anything. You may have access to some certain things because you work in a corporate organization who is probably a data processor or a data controller, and you just think I have that edge over. Daniel, I'm coming to you. I know that you have a particular question. You understand? So we'll just let us talk about the consequences of all of these actions.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so the consequences of these actions are like a lot. Some people lose their lives in the process.
And legal implications. Let's not forget to.
Yeah, legal implications. So people lose their lives in the process. Reputational damage. A lot of things like that. But, back to the organizations, like he said, he stated NIN and all of those things. Back to the organizations that do those things.
Yeah.
If you find out that things like that are going on, you report to the NDPC. They take it up with their investigation team. Do you understand? And now, once the NDPC finds out that these people did not put certain measures in place in accordance with the Data Protection Act, then they would have to take them through a process of remediation. In fact, they will go as far as fining them so that they know that, these are things that shouldn't be happening. And, the NDPC have, they've done a lot of investigations, and they've even released some online. There was a particular bank that they, put out online that, okay, we are finding this bank for this, that. You won't be surprised.
Sorry. How long have they existed that I do not know, please?
Okay, so
because
please hold.
Because
Don't forget. Hello, good morning. Hello. In case you're trying to flash your soul, it's not working.
Okay,
right.
you could just record that. That's actually why we pick calls in between the show, because some people really try hard to.
Okay.
Yes. Because of network.
Okay. So the NPC has been in existence. I won't say has been in existence as a commission.
I have another caller.
But okay.
Sorry about the interruption.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. My name is Augustine.
Augustine, from where?
I'm calling from Central United States.
Oh, okay.
Remember the man you back there for market this man?
Yeah, welcome back.
No, I've been around, but I don't know how they call.
Oh, okay.
I always listen for all the programs on the morning drive, super stuff.
Oh, thank you.
Let me say something. Someone called from whatever and said that people are trying to engage from the committee. Now, I want to ask a question based on that topic so that the topic is going on. People, I think that you can mention it first that like people that lock their phone against their spouse, or people that try to start people of their husband or whatever, or wife. So I want to ask two basic questions. What is it a right thing for someone to lock his or her phone against his or her spouse? And also, is it a right thing for a spouse to try to search his partner's or her partner's phone? What is wrong here? What is right here? Because I want to hear it from people so people will know whether they are doing the right thing or whether they are doing the wrong thing. I want people to break it down. What it is. Is it wrong? Is it right?
Okay.
Or if it is wrong, what can we do? Or if it is right, how do we manage it?
Thank you.
All right. Before we go further, I'm giving you 30 seconds. I'm giving you 30 seconds to answer the question from our man, our 4 AK Market Days man. Please.
First of all, I don't think
Augustine.
we're in position to determine what is right and what is wrong in someone else's relationship.
Okay.
As I usually say, it's about what works for you.
All right. Bam.
Okay, so if I'm going to come
30
from
seconds.
the angle of the law,
That's the long.
Okay, you have come from the
yeah,
angle
you
of
don't
the
have
law.
the right. You don't have the right to go through someone's phone.
But you people share a lot of things together.
Excuse me.
Okay.
I have the right to protect my own data.
Okay.
So if I tell you that you shouldn't go through my phone, you shouldn't go
So
through
it's your
my phone.
husband.
You have to take consent
Your
from
30
me.
seconds is
Yeah,
over.
Okay, so you're saying no.
No,
It's illegal.
take consent.
Take
if I don't give you
consent.
the go ahead, you have no right to do
Okay.
that.
Okay. I kind of agree with her. Phones are personal.
Okay.
And if you choose to put a lock on your phone, I'm sure you have your reasons.
Okay.
And then nobody should just wake up and decide to just go through your phone. You people should talk about it. If there's no trust in your relationship, what are you guys even doing?
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Then as for me, I don't have any password. If I can share everything, and I mean everything with you as
See the
your
emphasis.
wife, yes, I know what I'm talking about. I won't password my phone. You can always check my phone if you want to. For me, and just
husband. You check his phone.
I don't need to. What do I want to check his phone for?
So you're
If
the
it's,
open book and if
I'm open. Yes, now if he's a smart person, the phone that he used for he won't bring it home now. They don't bring
Yes,
it home.
I've heard
And so what
cases
am I
like that.
checking?
The guy has a different phone that the wife has no idea of.
So I'm not going to bother
this is
myself
new
to
to
check.
me.
No, I'm not going to even do that.
Things are
Smart
happening.
people, you can. In
These
fact,
things
smart
happen.
people, you can't catch them. If you catch them, they want you to catch them. They're tired of you. So I won't even. I won't bother. So okay. So let's just go ahead. With,
Yeah, you asked how long the Nigeria Data Protection Commission has been in existence. So the truth is
that I don't. That's a lot of.
I mean,
yeah,
a lot of
exactly.
people don't know.
Don't know.
So the truth is,
because I actually really know almost all the complaints, all the the customer complaints or public complaints outlets. That's actually why I'm asking.
okay. So
And please let it put. This is in no way an advert.
yeah,
It is no way an
You
advert.
asked
It's just
how long
yes.
it's
It's
been
just
in
to
existence.
educate
The channel.
people.
Yeah.
To put out your
Yes.
thoughts,
Okay.
your complaints.
So they've been in existence as a commission since July 2023.
Okay, last year.
Yeah, when the new President Bola Ahmed Tinubu signed, the bill or the acts,
Okay.
and before it became a commission, July 2023, it was a bureau. That was
Okay.
from February 2022. And before it even became a bureau in February 2022, it was already like, a department under NITDA.
Okay, so it
Yeah.
has been in existence low key before
Yeah,
it
exactly.
now.
So now
Okay.
it's a stand-alone commission, an
Okay,
independent
to make
commission.
it stronger.
Exactly,
And-
because it's a rising ecosystem
Okay.
in the country. Do you understand?
Okay.
And we need to put these things in place.
And-
Like the man that called
Yes.
the other time, he talked about foreign investments and all of those things. If companies out of the country or organizations out of the country want to engage in any form of business transactions with us in Nigeria, one of the major things they check is to make sure that if they pass any private personal information down to us here, they want to be sure that there won't be any leak and there won't be any breach. So that is why the NDPC is there, to regulate these things, and to boost, foreign investments in the country, basically.
Very important question. Do they cover? You know why this question is very important? Because a lot of reports would start pouring in. Do they cover like household issues? Like a lot of, for example, now I was going to give Zara's number to a business person this morning, and I had to ask her permission before doing that. Do they cover household? When I mean household, all these petty things. Like, oh, Zara, why did you give somebody my number or my contact without telling me? Why did you give somebody my house address, sensitive information? Do they cover all those little things, all those spousal, all this sneaking into phone? My husband snuck into my phone. He did this. He went to leak my nude or something. Do they cover such issues, household issues?
Okay, so the thing is, there are concerns for household issues.
Okay.
But right now, there is no structure in place for that. Right now, what they are trying to do is because they've been getting a lot of reports about that. Do you understand? So they're trying to put things in place that would handle, small cases like that. The impact is higher when it's from like all these big organizations, like the telecommunication company you talked about.
Yeah.
The impact is it's higher when it's from, because a lot of fraud happens. All this phishing attack, you don't even know where it's coming from. Do you understand? So it's a new commission and a lot of things are still, they are still putting a lot of things in place.
Okay.
However, if there's anybody that has any like household issue that they want to report, they can always send it to the mail, info@ndpc.
Still, no
they can
problem.
always send it to the mail or check the website.
Okay. Princess Daniel, you had
Yeah, okay, I have 2 questions, but let me just do it really quickly. In the instance that there's no evidence, say it's a conversation like what she said, they were arguing and then it came out. She now found out that this person has breached her privacy. Can she still report even though she doesn't have substantial evidence?
No, that is where the issue is. Because
Hi.
on what basis do you want to have your investigation? Do you understand? So, take for instance, let's say if the argument was on probably a WhatsApp chat, she can always take a screenshot of that. We've had cases where people that had issues with all these loan companies, loan companies, you can just put a collage of your picture with some kidnappers and say this person is a kidnapper, just because they want to get back at you for not paying the loan. A lot of people that have reported had to like compile screenshots of those things. Some loan organizations will call their friends and tell them your friend is owing this.
All have got
they'll make record, like they'll record that call just so that they can submit it. Because if you don't submit any evidence, there's really no.
What was done to these companies?
What was what?
The consequence when they reported.
Yes.
What was done?
So the consequence, I just don't want to mention, some of these organizations, but there are a lot of major organizations that the NDPC has investigated. Some of them had to pay remediation fee. They had to make sure, monitor them. Yeah,
Simple.
They had to monitor them to make sure that everything has to be put in place to ensure
and they were sanctioned. That's what Nigerians like to hear.
They were sanctioned.
They were punished.
Yeah, like I said, the bank that was announced recently, after they were announced, a lot of other banks started to come up and they were putting the right things in place. They were doing the right things. So it was like, once you don't behave yourself, we make you a scapegoat, and other people have to fall in line.
Another question quickly. Like recently, a popular celebrity and his baby mama had an altercation, a custody issue, and then during the legal argument, there were chats of private conversations sent in a legal setting as submitted as evidence. But obviously, this is without permission from the other party. Is this an issue that can also be reported even in a legal setting?
Well, they have the right to do that since it's in a legal setting.
Okay.
There's something called legal interest, legal obligation. Do you understand? So even if there is no consent, as long as probably they're fighting for custody of the children. Do you understand? So yeah.
Okay. So sadly we've come to the end of the show, but I'll just take this from Wale Oguntokun all the way from Lagos. It says setting up all these commissions to protect people is quite very good, but the processes of seeking redress should not be too cumbersome. Thank you. That's exactly what I was talking about. But let us try. If you have, especially companies or corporate organizations that do that, you have a partner who is working or knows a friend. I get friend for DSS now. I get friend for so. And they're able to leak certain information that that this person couldn't possibly get. We are talking about couple though. If you have that person who uses that to threaten you, have done that. Now you have power. You even spend one money. You won't spend anything. Right. You have rights and you have power.
I would advise every single person listening right now to check, online.
Information is
for
power.
Rights.
Actually.
They can even check the I think the NDPC social media pages have a lot of videos explaining your rights.
Those people just need to pay me now. They need to pay me one way or the other. Okay, Zara, do you have any of this? We're wrapping up. We're out of time. We're out of time. Okay. All right. Okay. So join us same time next week Wednesday, 9:30 a.m. Women Voices with all full ground. Princess Daniel. I'm always wanting to say Regina Daniels before now. Remember, exactly. So Princess Daniel, Atinuke Nukay,
and Zahra Abdul Kabir
and Monyoluwa Jesulopa. Hi. Sorry, I didn't allow you to call that name, but it's because of how I love the name. All right, okay. So do you have thanks to all our lovely callers. Ola, Ayola, who else again?
Ayola from Facebook, OGB from Guarimpa. Sorry, I missed your second call, OGB. That wasn't deliberate. I didn't ignore your call. Before I could pick it, it had dropped. And our 4AK Market Day man, Augustine from CBD, and then Annie from Utako, and of course, Wale Oguntokun.
Thank you. Bye. credit